guessing this is going to move me along, yeah? Lovely. Brilliant. That looks good. Hi, I'm Nicola from the Welfare Rights team at Sandwell Council. So just to tell you a little bit about what we're doing at the moment. Obviously, there is a cost of living crisis and what we've got in place to kind of support the residents of Sandwell. So just a little bit of info, really. This is information from the Money Advice Trust research, which is quite alarming, really, because this isn't based on people on benefits. This is people who are accessing the Money Advice Service. So 2 in 5 adults in the UK said they'd already cut down on non-essential spending, which is a rise of 7% since March 22. In the first 6 months of 2022, the demand at national debt line was up by 46% on the same time period from 21. 3 in 10 adults, 29% or 15.3 million people have had to use credit to pay for bills and essentials. So, that's a worry that people are using credit cards or taking out small loans to pay for essential items. 1 in 9, so estimated 5.6 of UK adults have gone without food as a result of the cost of living crisis. And 5.9 million, or 11%, has said they've gone without heating, electricity or water in the past 3 months as a result of the crisis. So it's obviously a big thing in the UK at the moment. It's affecting everybody, whether you're working in receipt of benefits. So, there's a big onus on there at the moment to support the people that we can. So the Welfare Rights team, so what we do, a lot of you will have heard of us and know we help people with their benefits and maximising incomes. So our purpose really is to ensure everyone's receiving their correct entitlement, that they're getting the right level of benefits and they're claiming all the benefits that they're entitled to. We can help people avoid getting overpayments of benefits by telling them their rights or advising them on what they can and can't claim. We can identify debts that are being paid through benefits. There's a lot of people who don't even realise that they're paying back overpayments or debts through their benefits, and we can help that. We can help identify and we can have a look to reduce those deductions as well to help people maximise their income. We can do better off calculations for benefits versus in work. So if someone's thinking about moving into employment but worried that it'll have an impact on their benefits and they can't afford that employment, we can do a better off calculation to work out if they would actually be better off. And with universal credit, a lot of the times it is good to be in work. You are actually better off. So we can have a look at non-dependents. We quite often have people who've got their adult children living with them who might not be contributing to the household. So we can give them advice. We can even talk to the non-dependents about the contributions to help their parents out or their family members out. And we can also have those conversations with partners. We do get a lot of people come to us who've got people living with them that aren't contributing and they don't realise they're receiving the same amount of money, but one person's paying all the bills and the other person isn't. So we can help people identify that, and we can have difficult conversations with other family members if that's needed as well, or help facilitate that. We are, a lot of the time now, we're focusing on budgeting support as well for clients. So it's not just the benefit side of things. We will help our customers and residents create a financial statement. A lot of people, unless they've actually written it down, don't know what's coming in, what's going out, all the little extras that you pay for. So helping someone to create their own personal budget, they can understand what their budget is. They're less likely to fall into debt, less likely to get caught by unexpected costs and emergencies, more likely accepted for loans and mortgages, and to be able to consider saving and overall just being more financially capable. So a big part of what we do at the moment is helping people budget and understanding actually what they've got going out, and we also look at reducing those costs. So reducing the outgoings, there's a big focus at the moment on the social tariff. So the social tariffs for water, I know we've got South staffs here, mobile phones and broadbands for anyone who is in receipt of benefits. There are some really good social tariffs out there now, and we're offering those a lot to clients to cut their bills. The most I've seen so far was saving £75 a month on a Sky bill. So, you know, it's a big difference. That could be food for a month for someone. We're also directing a lot of people to food pantries. I hope you've heard of food pantries. They're very different to the food banks. You join as a member. Memberships are normally between £4 and £5 a week, and they are set up exactly like a shop. So you go along and shop in there, and you'll get about £20 to £30 worth of food for your membership contribution, and you can go and pick your own items. And it is everyday favourites, normal household stuff, cleaning stuff, you know, toiletries. So they're a great way of saving money for people who are really struggling at the moment. We also look at council tax to ensure everyone's getting the correct level of discounts or exemptions, and we can also have a look for the hardship fund as well for anyone who's really struggling, to see if we can actually get that council tax reduced or even written off in some cases if it's unaffordable for them. We can apply to the local welfare provision, so we'll cover that in a second on the household support fund, but our local welfare provision can help with food banks, gas, electric top-ups, travel money if someone needs to go to a job interview or to get to an appointment, and we can also help with essential white goods and furniture as well for some people. We also refer into our partner organisations, so we work with Citizens Advice for debt advice, and we refer a lot to them. And we also have partner agencies that we work with for energy advice as well, to help people save energy and create a more efficient home. And then finally, we also work with lots of charitable trust funds and grants as well, so we can help people if they have certain debts, like energy or water debts. We'll help them apply to charitable trust funds, or if there are other household items that we can't access through the local welfare provision, we can also have a look to apply to our local charities. One thing I did last year is I was helping a lady who we'd got all her benefits in place. She just couldn't afford to keep the heating on to keep her house warm. So we got a £100 grant from a local charity and bought her some extra thick blankets and duvets, so she could just cover up while she was sitting around at home, just to keep her that little bit warmer. So it's not necessarily just your fridge freezers and your washing machines. The local charities are really, really good at providing other items as well. So the Household Support Fund Point 3 has been released. So this is covered by our Revenues and Benefits team, but I'm just doing a little update for you on their behalf. All this information is available on our website of how this Household Support Fund's been spent. So Sandwell Council received £3.4 million to help our residents between October and March. The money has been separated down, and it's not an application process. So anyone who's entitled will automatically receive their award. So 1.8 million was spent on free school meals, so for the children's holidays, so October, Christmas and February half term and Easter, we're covering the free school meals project where the parents will get a voucher per child. 325,000 will be using 500 low-income households that missed out on the 650 cost of living payment. So these are the families that weren't in receipt of universal credit or one of the qualifying benefits to get their 650. So we've identified 500 people who actually are on a very low income, so we're going to be supporting those. 190,000 will be used to support 450 care leavers, foster carers and special guardians. And then we've got 275 used to support the local welfare provision, so that's going into the local welfare provision so we can help with extra energy costs. We used to do a £15 top up, which doesn't touch the sides now, so we've increased that to like £49 each top up, so a lot of funding's gone into that to kind of support that, and plus the demand on it as well. With 100,000 has been given to the local food banks to help there. They're in huge demand at the moment, the food banks. 126 will be spent supporting disabled households who receive housing benefit or council tax. So that's to help them as they're generally more affected by the energy costs and needing to keep their homes warmer. The council's also working with schools to ensure that children are well fed, so they're helping set up breakfast clubs to make sure children can get a good breakfast in the morning or a warm breakfast, and helping with packed lunches as well. And then there's 200,000 being set aside to help council and private tenants who are on a low income are struggling with rent arrears. So last year we did a household support fund to help people who were on benefits and were struggling with rent. So this year we're focusing on the people who aren't on benefits. So it's fair for everybody. So people on a low income who aren't currently receiving that benefit. And then £15,000 will be spent helping Sandwell families who are hosting the refugees from Ukraine. And then £20,000 going towards the council's warm spaces, which hopefully you've all heard about. So like I say, there's no need to apply for the household support fund. It will be done automatically. So anyone who's eligible will get a notification from the council. And there are lots of different departments collaborating together to ensure that we identify everybody who's eligible for those. So how to access the Welfare Rights Service? So we can take referrals from the people themselves, or we can take referrals from external organisations. So yourselves could refer people in, or you could give us a call yourself. Our advice line number's up there. We are open 9:30 till 4 Monday to Friday, and 9:30 till 3:30. Monday to Thursday, and 9:30 till 3:30 on a Friday. We are extremely busy at the moment, so just keep trying us. You will get through, but our phones constantly ring all day. So, yeah. Alternatively, you can go online and you can submit an online form. That's the quickest way to get hold of us, and we can pick those up as soon as. You can create a My Sandwell account. So I know a lot of our referrers like to refer in with a password protected document. If you go through the My Sandwell, you can just create an account, and then it's all secure anyway. So that kind of stops the need for password protecting and separate emails with passwords in. And then other support available from Sandwell is our Resilient Residents website. It's an excellent part of our website. There's lots and lots of information in there. This is just one snippet of the money advice section where you can get help on the warm spaces, bills, tips and advice, health and wellbeing. But there's so much information on there. So yeah, if you're going to have a look on the website, have a look at Resilient Residents. There'll be lots and lots of information in there for you. That's me, I think. Yeah. Thank you. We're doing questions when they come round, aren't they? Yeah, that's fine.